Assalamu alaikum. I wrote something in my journal. It's a secret. No, it's not a secret. Because I was watching this YouTube video and this dude was like kind of explaining like how to have the best Ramadan ever, right? And I just wrote something based off like his video. There is a spiritual aspect of Islam, especially fasting. Don't think of fasting as, oh no, I cannot do anything. Think of it as strengthening. You're strengthening yourself spiritually and physically and mentally. You're strengthening yourself. You're becoming closer to Allah. You're becoming one with Allah. Fasting is one of the pillars of Islam. Fasting is so sacred to Allah that the reward of fasting lies with Allah only. In this Ramadan, do not neglect the spiritual aspect of it. While you're trying to do 101 things, please do not neglect the spiritual aspect of all the acts of ibadah you're doing. Remember why you're fasting, for the sake of Allah. Fasting is literally a commandment of Allah, and you should not forget that. This month of Ramadan is compulsory upon you because you listen to the commands of Allah, and you need to reflect on the fact that you are literally obeying the commandments of Allah, and you're following one of the most important pillars of Islam. I mean, they're all important, but you're practicing one of the most important pillars of Islam. And reflect on that, and you need to feel your heart in every act of worship that you do. Feel your heart. If you're doing dhikr, feel the dhikr changing your heart. If you're doing istighfar, imagine the gates of risk falling upon you. Like if you're praying, I want you to imagine that you're right in front of the Kaaba and you're praying, you're doing salah. If you're doing taraweh, imagine you're doing taraweh like in Medina, in front of the Kaaba. Like everything you do, you need to spiritually and emotionally connect to it, because you're not just doing Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Like, no, you're strengthening your spirit. Like, there's a spiritual aspect of all the things that you're doing. So connect to it.